Okay, let's get started. Take the feet as wide as your frame, as wide as your frame. Put the ball in this hand, you're mirroring me. We're gonna inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Last one, that was 4. Now roll down, chin to chest. Inhale, to exhale. Pressing the sides of the ball, start to come up. Inhale and exhale. Opposite hand takes the ball. We sweep up and around. Use your breath. Inhale to exhale. 2 more. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. 1 more. And then we take the chin to the chest. Inhale to exhale. Press into the sides of that ball. Inhale to exhale. Switch to the other hand again. We're going to do 1. Inhale up. Exhale down. This time I'm going to squat and bring it up. Other side. Inhale up. Exhale down. And we squat and come up. Shh. And don't worry what hand you're using. It's okay if we're doing a different hand. And you can touch the ball to the floor only if you can bend from your knees and your hips, not your back. And 1 more, up and down. Now bring that ball out here and settle into a chair squat. Bring those arms slightly higher, tuck your tail slightly, a little bit more longer, and we're going to draw it towards the crown of our head and press away. Then I'm going to press into my ball. I'm firing my armpit muscles, my back muscles, my shoulders are working, and of course my core is working for 4. And we come in, diagonal up, diagonal, there you go, and 2, and 1, and grow tall. Take it down to the mat. We'll get down the easy way, the nice way. And we're going to take that ball between our knees, between the thighs, press air out of that ball. Use your hands to sit super, super tall. We're going to reach those arms long, maintaining that tall spine. As soon as I let go of my legs, I didn't collapse. And I'm going to seek her back halfway. Press into the ball, melt those shoulders. Hold here for 8, 7. If this hurts your back, take your ball behind you and lean on it. 4, 3, 2, come down another inch. 8, 7. So I'm tucking my tail more as I come down lower. Come down another inch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and all the way down, and the arms come straight up. Slide those heels closer towards you. Palms are turned in, shoulders are heavy. Just tuck your tail. Just your butt is going to lift. I tuck and return. And my lower back presses down as my glutes lift. And then as I release, the back almost arches. It's not flat on the mat anymore. I tuck my tail, inhale, exhale, release. Just 2 more. And it's just the tucking, the tilting of the pelvis. And 1 more. We're going to tuck. Good. Now this time, let's bridge all the way up. Let's tuck and lift up. Belly pulls in, shoulders go deeper. Press into the ball to come back down. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck that tail. Inhale up. Knees are pressing forward in front of you. And then we exhale, lengthening the spine, lengthening that tail. And 1 more. We tuck the tail. We inhale. Shoulders go heavy. No weight on the neck. And exhale down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees in. And I'm going to slide my ball down towards my ankles. Anytime I cue eyes to belly, you don't have to do that. My knees are going to stay in. I'm going to take my arms to my mat and press my legs out to 45 and then come back in. My legs are in parallel. And I'm going to press out. My belly has to go in deeper as I go further from my center. I inhale. To exhale, if this is straining, you're more than welcome to press your legs higher up towards the ceiling, or you could even reverse that and tap down to the mat instead of out. Make sure you use your breath. Make sure you're supporting as well from your glutes and your thighs. 2 more. We inhale and we exhale. Hold this one out there on the exhale. Nod the chin to your chest. Reach those arms parallel to the floor. And we're going to pump those arms. Inhale, 2, 3. No pumping in the arms. Pump the legs into the ball, but not the same time. Now, arms by themselves. Inhale, 2, 3. Legs by themselves. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Shh. If this is hurting your neck, please put your head down. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5. The legs can be straight up. They can be lower if you're looking for more of a challenge today. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze the ball. 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legs. Let's just do one more in case I'm wrong. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hug it in. If you feel strain to your neck, you lift your head, look to the left, and then you look to your right. And we're going to slide that ball back up to between the knees and place the feet down. Grab onto those weights if you have them, and weights are optional. You can use water bottles or nothing at all. Shoulders are heavy. Reach your arms all the way to the mat, and then squeeze the ball to come back up. Inhale, lengthen those arms. Exhale, squeeze the ball. Inhale as I lower. Exhale, press. The rib cage is heavy. The tail is long. I'm pressing my ball on the exhale as my arms come back up. If you want, you can add nodding the chin to your chest. You're going to follow the weights. I'm going to inhale up to exhale down. Now make sure you're very careful how you're lifting up your head. You don't want it to drag. You want to draw the chin to your chest and let the abdominals pull that head the rest of the way. We bring it up and we take it out. One more. I'm going to hold it up or head down. Turn the palms in. Take the legs to a tabletop. Shins parallel to the floor. I'm going to take my arms out like a snow angel and then squeeze those armpits and the ball to come back in. Inhale to exhale. Those arms need to stay in that peripheral vision. I need to be able to see those weights. Shh. Remember, head up or head down, but you know the rules. If your head is lifted, you must be off the shoulder blades to the base of that shoulder blade and chin to chest, eyes to belly. And we're going to go for 4. And 3. Good. And 2. Hold it here. Tap the toes down. Head goes down. Weights come up. My palms are still turned in. I'm going to again lift my head up. Reach those weights towards the floor. Draw my knees to that tabletop. Tap everything away. Just your toes touch. You're either lifting the head or keeping the head on the mat. Good. And again, squeeze into those armpits. The arms are moving. I tap down, keeping my back on the mat, just how it is right here. You got it. 2 more. Your neck should not feel strain. And tap. Take your time. So we're counting up for 2, down for 2. Last one. Hold it here. Flip the palms up. I'm going to take my legs out as I curl my arms to a bicep curl and then come back way in. Inhale, squeeze the ball, exhale. My arms are not on the mat. They're reaching long. They're parallel. I've got my upper arm real close to that rib cage. Feel the heat being generated in that body now. We're getting warmer. And we inhale out. Squeeze the ball in. 2 more. Stay with me. 1 more. And hug those knees in. Nicely done. I look to one side to release the neck. And I look to the other side. And I'm going to rock myself up and lengthen my legs out onto the floor. I'm going to slide that ball down to where it's between my feet. I'm going to flex my feet and press into that ball. If we're able, we're going to keep the legs straight. Hold the weights chest height. Connect the shoulders to your back. So if you're feeling you're sitting very heavy on your seat, you are probably not sitting up tall. So you want to feel like you're sitting on thumbtacks and you're trying to get away from those thumbtacks. I'm going to take one arm and reach it straight up and then bring it parallel. The other arm. So here's something to think about. When that arm is going up, think of the spine going up. However, we don't lower that spine back down when we lower the arm. Some of us are still leaning back. Hinge more at the hips, towards the back of the room. Lift up and lower. And especially if this doesn't feel good to your lower back, that's a definite reminder that we're not sitting far enough up and forward. I inhale and I exhale. This is too easy for you. Take 2 arms. We'll come up and then we'll come down. I'm going to add on to this. Up and down. Inhale to exhale. Everybody's parallel. Now reach more forward. I'm rounding over a beach ball, and I'm going to stay rounded, but I'm going to start to roll back for 8. I'm pressing into my ball. As I'm coming back, I'm tucking my tail, and the arms stop up over the chest. Draw that chin to your chest. Find that lower back, eyes to the belly. I inhale to exhale. I'm still looking into my belly. Flex those feet, and we bring it back. 8, 7, shoulders. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Eyes to belly, inhale. Find that lower back, press into the ball. Now ditch your weights towards the top edge of your mat. Grab onto the ball. Start to bring it back. Start to bring it back. But I want you to stop right here. Take that ball, put it behind you, lean back onto it. So I'm slightly below broad line. You can go higher if you'd like. Now, vertigo people, I want you to stop here instead of going over your ball, okay? You can stop right here. We're gonna take it over our ball into an extension. Circle the arms around. Draw the chin to your chest. Now, before you come off that ball, come up, make it lighter on the ball. So the ball is barely being pressed into. Then you continue the rest of the way up. And there your ball should stay if you went slow enough. Roll it back. And you're either going to stop once you touch the ball, or you're going to continue over the ball. Circle around. Draw the chin to your chest. Now I make that ball more of a circle. Now I'm still on it though. Then I just am ready to come off of it. It stays still. But that's if you have the air not so much in that ball. So if your ball is really full, it's going to roll. My balls, they're not as full. Arch, feel that stretch in the rib cage. Circle around, feel that stretch in the shoulders, the chest, the collarbones, chin to chest. I'm going so slow with control. Grab onto your ball, place it back between the feet, grab back onto your weights, and let's roll back down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders down. Now squeeze into that ball, drive that belly button in and up, squeeze your glutes and bring those legs straight up. Shoulders are down. Now, if you want support for your neck, you're going to put the weights down and put your hands behind your head. Otherwise, we're going to draw that chin to our chest, and we're going to take the weights to the knees, halfway up the shin, towards the ankles, go back down. So it's knees, shins, ankles, release. Chin to chest. Now, does anybody need a modification for their neck if the hands aren't doing their job? Okay, 1. Another option, if you cannot and should not lift your head up, you can take the legs down for 3 and then crunch up, okay? So that's not going to move your head at all. And then release. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Good. 1, 2, 3. Let's add on. 1, 2, 3. Hold it there. The leg's going to go down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Release the head. Try that again. Knees, shins, ankles, pause. Lower the legs. My arms are like in that diagonal, waiting for the legs to come back up, and then release the head. Woo! Here we go. Knees, shins, toes. Look into your belly. You choose how low those legs go. Release. Can we do that one more time? Here we go. Knees, shins, ankles, down, 2, 3, lift, 2, 3, hug everything in. Nicely done. Weights down. Grab the ball with the hand. Lift up your seat, put the ball underneath your pelvis. Yay. Okay. Weights off to your side for now. And we're going to tabletop our legs. Take one at a time. Make sure you're using your core. My shins are parallel to the floor. My knees should be at least over my hips, if not closer to me, but not further away. Got it? Without moving your pelvis. We're going to take the right toes, just tap gently, bring it back up with the same amount of control. Left toes. We inhale down, exhale up. And again, inhale down, exhale up. Don't get caught with those shoulders crunching up to those ears. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Bring it up. Now, if this is too easy for you, take away your anchors. Arms up, tap down. So you got to really make sure your mind is connected to that body and everything is coming from that center. So move with control. The slower you go, more chances you're going to have of staying on that ball. You got it. If you want to challenge yourself even further, as the right toes tap down, the left arm is going to go behind us. Bring it back in. As the left toes, the right arm. Yep. And I'm going to press it long. Come in strong. Inhaling, exhaling. One more each side. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Arms go down. Take the left foot, put it down. Reach that right leg out and then kick it up. Reach it out, kick it up. Lower and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Driving that leg back up from your core. Down and up, down and up, down. We're going to do one more, and we're going to hold this one up. Now, you have choices, okay? You can stay right how you are on your ball. We're going to add single leg circles. If you want to challenge, but if you're not going to use your glutes enough, I'll tell you right now, you'll cramp your hamstring, and then you'll be done. So choose wisely. But if you want the next version, the harder version, I'm going to lift up off my ball, grab onto it, hold it up over my chest. I'm going to turn that straight kneecap, straight leg kneecap away from me, circle counterclockwise, press the ball. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. And then I'm going to reverse my circle. Down around 1. Control it, make it smaller. 2 more. Good. Bend that knee, put it back down. Fix your bridge, put the ball back underneath. Yay. Okay. Woo. Check the hamstrings out. All right. Lengthen your left leg parallel to the floor in line with your hip. Lift that leg up and then down. So we always want to make sure that belly is firing. It's always pulling in and up. Otherwise, other things in our body may start to move around when we are lifting and lowering this leg. Make sure that right knee is facing straight ahead, hips in a straight line. I exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. 3 more. I need you to feel your core working, a little bit of the glute. And last one, we're going to hold this one up so you know what to expect. So let's just get this straight leg set up already. So let's turn that kneecap away. You can stay on your ball or lift it up out from underneath you. Shoulders have to press down. And that's circle clockwise. Round, squeeze the ball up. Shoulders are taking a big part in this. Nothing on the neck. That right leg stays still. Reverse. This is not for everybody. Don't go here. This is not for you. 2 more. 1 more. Bend that knee. Place the foot back on. Fix your bridge. Good. And we're going to slowly lower down. Exhale all the air out of your center as we lower down. We're going to put the ball into our right hand and open the arms out like a T. I want you to look at your ball, but drop your knees the opposite direction. Keep your shoulders heavy and feel a nice release in your back. Using your core, bring it back up. Bring the hands up. Put the ball in your left hand. Open back up to the T. Look to your ball. Your knees will go to the other side. Keep your shoulders heavy. Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Good. We're going to come back in. And we're going to take the ball back up and rock ourselves up. Okay. So we're going to take the ball and put it right here on our lap. And we're going to pull the feet towards our seat. And our goal here is to not let the ball fall out. Because sometimes I wonder if I can do that. Because sometimes rolling like a ball is not working for me. So if you know you shouldn't roll on your spine, you're going to hold this balance, and that is work. Okay. You can also lie back and hug your knees in into just hug the knees in on child's pose. Okay, so I got everything drawing into my center. I'm not collapsed on my lower back. My shoulders are down. My chin is to my chest. We never roll onto our necks. We'll try the first one. So keep that ball, oh boy, keep that ball where it is. Good. But get out of those shoulders. Inhale back, butt up, exhale up. Yep, try it again. Inhale. Please don't think of momentum as a guaranteer of getting you back up. Inhale. Exhale. And let's just do one more. Keep your feet towards your seat. Inhale. It's a gentle rock. Feet down. Lengthen your legs. Roll the ball out to on top of your feet. Yep. Feel that nice little stretch to the tops of the feet. Yes, belly is still pulling in, so I'm always opposite in that belly. What's going on? Arms are going forward, belly button's going back. Good, grab onto that ball, and then roll it back towards your knees. I want you to bend your right leg. Good, and we're gonna lift the left leg to 45, and we're gonna lower down, and we're just gonna take that right knee towards us, and here I am for my single leg stretch. If you should not be lifting your head, feel free to put it back here, and it would be like a pillow. Don't fall asleep on me. Okay, otherwise we're holding it over top of that shin. So I'm curled up and over to get that ball here. And then I switch. And I'm gonna press into my ball as I'm switching. Boom. I inhale to exhale. You can also just put your head on the mat. That works too. Arms are long over the shins. There we go. Press, press. I'm using my breath as part of the exercise. Inhale, 2, exhale, 2. One more. Inhale, 2. Hug the knees in. If your neck feels strained, nod your head from side to side. Nicely done. Double leg stretch. We're taking the ball in a circle. We're going to draw that chin to our chest if you are lifting your head. We're going to take the arms and legs straight out. Hold it here. Put the ball into your right hand. Bring the knees in. The ball goes behind, passes to the left. The left is going to pass to the right. We come back in, exhale. 2 more. Inhale. 2, 3, exhale. Keep your back heavy. Hold. 2, 3. Reverse that. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2. It's okay if you don't switch hands. Don't switch directions. And out. 2, 3, and in. 1 more. And hug it in. How's that going? You okay? Okay. Take your feet down. I'll be nice to you. Bridge up. You're welcome. The ball goes under that pelvis, not the lower back. And bring those legs straight up. So we're going to do scissors. So make sure that you are not lifting those shoulders to your ears and not slipping on your hair. All right, so we're going to take the right leg down. The left leg comes towards you. I'm going to pulse these legs. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, and it's belly, belly. Shh, 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 shh. Pull, pull, and boom, boom, and boom, boom. Neck is relaxed, shoulders relaxed, but boy, that belly is not getting a break. 2 more. Here's 1, and 1, and 2, and 2. Both legs straight up, Pilates V. And we're going to lower for 3. 1, 2, 3. Circle it around. And we're going to lower. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze that booty at the bottom. You have to have the seat to feet connection to support the abdominals. 1, 2, 3. Don't you love these circles? I love to do circles. Reverse. It feels good to those hips. Find those heels. They're connected in the center. Open, around. Both heels are just as long. Inhale, wrap, and lift. And 1 more. Circle. And good. Bend those knees and place your feet back down. We're going to lift up, pull the ball out, keep your bridge, bring the arms behind you. Inhale, nothing. Exhale, just slowly lower your spine. Take your time. If you have to do another inhale and exhale so you can iron out those tight spots. I'm still coming down, I'm still coming down, I'm still coming down. And put the ball between the knees. Hand over hand behind the head. Elbows are wide. If this is not a cool thing for you to lift your head, do not lift your head. Instead, we can do these little side lifts for the oblique, keeping your head down. You do 2 on one side, crunch 2 on the other. See how I turn my knees away? Okay. Otherwise, the hands are behind our head. We're going to nod the chin to our chest, twist towards me, keep your arms in a straight line, back to center, stay up. Twist away from me, back to center. Your job is to be able to twist without your elbows and shoulders touching on the mat, because I'm curled up higher, right? Exhale. Try not to hug your head. Your elbows are staying in a straight line. It's like there's a pull going between these elbows, not allowing you to move them. So we have to move from the rotation in that torso. I exhale. Squeeze the ball as you twist. And exhale. Shh. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Up higher if you can. And release and hug those knees in. Woo! Relax those shoulders. And then rock yourself up. And scoot your boots so your legs can go straight. I'm going to roll my ball up pretty far so I can have my legs pretty wide and still have resistance. Reach those arms long for spine stretch. If you cannot sit tall with your legs straight, I would invite you to please bend them. And you can even sit on top of your ball if that helps. All right, so I'm going to inhale up nice and tall. On the exhale, take my head off the wall, then my shoulders. I stop at the mid-back. My belly button, again, is pushing away from my hands. Squeeze into your ball, pull the belly in, squeeze your glutes, inhale up, feel nothing in your back. Exhale, chin, shoulders, belly. So some of you guys, the arms should move. So I'm not asking you to do this. I do want you to slide across that table, but just don't take the butt in the lower back with you. And then the fingers will move back towards you again. So think of resting on that table, and you're sliding those arms right across the table as your navel presses back to your spine. And then press into that ball. Inhale to stack. Gorgeous. And then exhale to come forward. Pull that belly in and release those arms. Okay, we're going back down again. Knees are bent. We okay with the up and down today? No one's having any issues getting dizzy? Okay. So let's come back down. And we're going to lift up into that bridge. So we're going to do corkscrew, and I'm going to give you a chance, an opportunity to do corkscrew 3. I mean, why not go from 1 to 3? We don't have to always do 2. Okay, and 3 is just almost like a rollover when you lift your legs behind you. So that won't be for everybody, but we're going to start with corkscrew 1. So bring both legs up in that Pilates V. Keep those legs tied together. You choose how big or little you make these circles, but they have to work for you, okay? We're going to go to the right first. Inhale, circle down to the left. Exhale, back up. And then we go to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Can you feel your belly stirring that wet cement as the legs circle around? So you can just stay like this, or I'll do one rotation to the right and make sure my thumbs are on my ball and I can peel myself off, roll back down, straight up. Now I take a rotation to the left. I inhale to exhale, falling off my ball, trying to fix my mic. And then thumbs on the ball, reach over, roll back down carefully to the right. Inhale to exhale. Inhale over. Exhale back down. And to the left. Inhale 2 exhale, press over, take the ball out, roll up, all the way up. And then take your legs as wide as your mat. In fact, I'm going to go a little wider. I'm going to go off my mat. Whoa. Okay. So you're going to turn and twist towards me, and the ball is going to be on the mat with the opposite hand. So I'm going to twist. It's going to go right against my inner thigh, and I'm going to saw off my baby toe. Keep that butt cheek heavy. That's right there, spot, right in the middle. Yep. See that? Bring it back up. Other pinky is going to roll that ball along that inner thigh. I look to my backhand. I inhale up, turn towards that inner thigh. Look at that backhand. Keep stretching forward. Keep stretching forward. Inhale up from the belly. Exhale. Look at the backhand. This butt cheek and hip should be pushing down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Reach back to the center and release. Okay, so I want you to put the weights on the end of the mat that you're going to be looking at so you can see me. Make sense? So if you're looking at me on this end of the mat, put your weights on that end of the mat. If you're staying like I am, you're going to put your weights there. Okay? Does that make sense? We face different directions. It's hard for me to cue that. Okay, so I put the ball at the very top of my sternum. If your ball is really full and it doesn't feel comfortable, grab one of mine. All right, so my legs. My legs are sits bone width apart. If you have a lower back issue or real tight, you can take the legs a little wider. So right now I have my arms towards the edge of my mat. And I just want you to release the pressure off those arms so I kind of draped into my ball more. Push through your forearms and lift your head and chest more, but the shoulders are going to go down. Can you feel that pushing down? And then just release back into the ball. So the ball gets more air pushed out of it. Press through your forearms. Shoulders melt down the back. Squeeze your seat. This is your form release when you do a swan. We press into the hands, though, instead of the arms, but my shoulders glide down, and my neck stays in line with my spine. I come back over my ball. Please give me one more. And I lift up, hold, and then I'm going to come back down. Now, another option is to add some back exercises. So let's try it without the weights first. Pretend you got a weight in each hand, and I pushed my arms out to each side like a T. And I'm shoulder height, arm length. Think of your pinkies having magnets on them, and I'm going to pull back, and then come back out to your T, but they don't drop down. And my palms stay flat. Don't rotate the palms. So if you want to try that with the weights, grab onto them, slide those arms out and lift them like a T, and I pull back, hold, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, squeeze your seat, 2, 3, reach back out. And again, inhale, 2, 3, and reach out. One more, squeeze those blades. Now bring those arms out in front of you. Pull the elbows back, punch it out. Pull them back, punch it out. You better be squeezing your booty and driving that belly button away from that mat. And we go for 3 if you have to, ditch the weights. 2, 1, release the weights. Hands to the mat, stretch back into a child's pose, nice and easy. So while you're here, stay active in your core. So keep your belly button pulling in. Yes? You can feel that? Okay. All right, so let's come back out. And we're going to come down onto the floor. I'm going to put that ball behind the right leg. I'm going to curl my calf into that thigh. And I'm making a pillow with my hands. So right now, you should not be rolled onto one hip. Just because you have that one leg bent doesn't mean the hip goes off your mat. Okay? Belly button's pulling in, shoulders, relax the shoulders. So I'm going to keep my left leg pressing into the floor. I'm going to lift my right knee up a little bit and back down. Don't lift it so high that your hip is going with you and your back is saying, I don't like this. and I lift up and lower. I lift up and lower. You're going to use that right glute to lift this leg. Shh. You got it. And lift. Shoulders and neck are relaxed. 3 more. And 2. Now hold this one up and squeeze that ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hips are still square. 5, 6, 7. Hold that ball tight. Now pulse the leg. 8, 7, 6. How are we doing? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab onto that ball and release that leg. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of an extra stretch here. So go back into that child's pose. Even though you weren't arching your back, I want you to feel a nice release there, just in case you're putting some tension there. Okay, come back down to where you just were and put the ball behind your left leg. So it's straight, and I curl my calf in. You can also use a rolled up towel. You can use a toss pillow or nothing at all. Before you start lifting, make sure your hips are square, belly button's pulling in, and there's no tension on those shoulders. I'm going to keep my right leg pressing into my mat as I lift my left up and down. You'll notice a difference here. And maybe on this side, your hamstring's starting to cramp. And you know what that's telling you? That left glute is sleeping. Yep, there is such a thing called dead butt syndrome. And it's just when those muscles aren't firing, it's like they go to sleep. Lift and lower. So I'm seeing pelvises lifting up off that mat with that leg. Try to only lift the leg. You have to be mindful. What else is going on? It's okay. Lift. 2 more. Lift. Now hold this one up if you're able. If not, put it down. Now squeeze the ball, flex the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now keep pressure on the ball and lift and lower that leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go of that ball, lengthen the leg, and that stretch back. Scoop the belly and round the back. Did that go okay? All right, now I want you to take the ball between the thighs/knees and grab onto your weights. If you are somebody who cannot be in this position, maybe you can't be on your knees, you can do this in any other way. You can do it standing, you can sit on your butt, okay, so you don't have to do this particular way. So if you're able, I flatten my feet and I sit back on my heels and I grab onto my weights. We're going to do some tricep kickbacks, okay? So you have to make sure you always have that lower back protected. So my elbows are going to pull back, and I'm going to start to push my tail down and under. So I've got this scoop in that lower belly. And then I'm going to lift up to my thighs on a diagonal. But you see, I'm still tucking. I still feel this is nice and controlled, supported. So you can't be here, tuck. Yeah. Drive those elbows back. I'm going to kick it back. 1. Keep the ball tight. 2. 3. Good. 4. Is your ball tight? 5. 6. 7. Now, if you want, you can go down an inch and back up an inch, but I'm keeping my legs in that diagonal. Don't forget to breathe. And remember, it's not like, woo, I'm going to tip forward. That's too much forward. And 8. 7. Hello, inner thighs. 5. You got this. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And sit back. Put the weights down, but keep the ball where it is. Take yourself now into a quadruped position, hands and knees. And again, I'm going to cue version 1, which is a little bit easier. Version 2, more challenging. So version 1, I'm going to keep my knees on the mat, but I haven't collapsed my back or my belly. So I'm pushing my belly in. I'm not rounded, but I'm pulling in. Make sure the ball is tight, so I'm pressing air out of it already. Then I'm going to squeeze into my ball, and right away, I'm pulling those belly muscles in, and then releasing. And I press in, inhale. Exhale. I want you to squeeze into your armpits. I'm just squeezing into my ball. You can't even tell I'm squeezing it, but I am. Next level. Be able to see your toenails. I lift up, I hover, I squeeze, 2, 3, release. Do it again. Squeeze, 2, 3, and release. Inhale. Squeeze into those armpits. Give that shoulder girdle some support. I squeeze, 2, 3, and release. I squeeze, 2, 3, and release. Can you give me 2 more? One more. And release. Stretch back. Reach the hands behind you. Make cups. Drawing your fingertips towards your wrists. Okay, back onto your backs. Ooh, quickly. All right, so we're going to put the ball underneath our right foot. Again, this is in stages. So I want your foot on top of the ball. So it's not like dig your heel into the ball. It's my foot's on top of the ball, just like it would look like if it's on the mat. And all I want you to do is press into the ball and release. So when you press into the ball, the abdominal should be firing, the back of the leg, and the glutes. Press. Take your time. And we press. One more. So now, as I press, I'm going to lift up into a bridge and come back down. So I'm not articulating. I'm just lifting my spine up and bringing it back down. Now, sometimes I can do this next one, and sometimes I can't. So I'll cue it. Maybe you want to try it, maybe you don't. So I'm going to hold this bridge up. Now, if your ball is too full, it's going to be a lot harder as well. I'm going to try and keep my hips up, bring my left leg off, tap my toes. Lift, tap my toes. Lift, and then roll that ball straight out and bring it in. And roll it out and bring it in. Last one for 3. Good, and then lower down your seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Other side. We only did 3, by the way. That was nice. All right, the foot's flat on top. We press into the ball and release. Press in. So you don't want that hamstring doing all that pressing by itself. Make sure your glutes engaged, the core is engaged, and my foot is just on top of that ball, pressing down. Last one. Now we're going to bridge as we press down. It's a gentle press, and then return everything back down. And we inhale to exhale. Inhale. Now you can keep doing this. You can also hold it up. Are you ready? Lift that right leg. No, my hamstring is not going to do that today. So I'm going to just do my leg with my butt down. My leg is straight now. I knew it before I did, like, it doesn't feel strong today. Okay. Roll that ball out and in. Out. You can be in a bridge or down. I gave in. One more. Grab the ball with your feet. Hug those knees in and rock yourself up. That wasn't very nice of me, was it? That's okay. I'm torturing myself as well. So put the ball underneath that rib cage. Have your weight close by. My knees are going towards the top edge of my mat. I want you to grab that weight. So it's really important that this is not a wrist exercise. It's not a wrist exercise. And it's not an arm exercise. It's a rotator cuff exercise. So I got my upper arm glued to my side. My weight or my palm is facing my other palm. I'm going to open up and close. Opposition. I'm pushing my bottom leg down as I lift my top leg up. I make sure my shoulder is not collapsing. And I'm keeping light on my ball. So this would be wrong because it also collapsed my shoulder. And we go 4 more. Up and down. 3. 2. and 1. Straighten that leg all the way out. Bring that arm all the way up. Reach to that leg, and then lower. And lift, and lower. I'm still pushing that bottom leg down. I'm still not collapsing into my ball. I'm squeezing that armpit. 1 more. Now hold this one up. Flex your foot. Sweep the leg forward. The arm goes back. And then switch. The arm goes forward. The leg goes back. I flex my foot. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Your rib cage can't move. The ball can't move. Because if your ball is moving, that means your rib cage is going back and forth on it, right? Everything stays very still. 1 more. Forward. Back. And then bring it back to center. Release the weight. All right, so we're going to push off this bottom arm. Hang tight, I'm tangled. We're going to push off this bottom arm, grab that ball, and bring it up. So here are some choices. We're going to stay like this with your bottom leg down, or you can slide that bottom leg out, put it back down, thread the needle, bring it back up. Slide that leg, or hold where you are. Put that knee back down, thread, bring it up. I slide, put it back down. I'm cueing the bottom leg. You either hold or you slide that bottom leg behind the other leg. You bring it down to the mat. You thread, and let's bring it all the way down. Okay, other side. How'd that go? All right, grab your weight. Forearm on the mat, nice and light. Knees to the top edge of your mat. Grab your weight if you're using it. Upper arm glued to your side. Remember, the wrist does not move. So we do our clam with our rotator cuff. We sweep, arm and leg goes together. Take your time. Stay lighter on your ball. Out and in. Inhale, exhale. Good. I want you to feel that rotator cuff working. I'm watching those wrists. And here's where things go awry. When we come out, that weight just keeps going and our wrist flexes. So I just like to watch it for a second, make sure I got my form. My wrist should be like a beam of steel, not bending. I'm keeping my bottom shoulder away from my ear. I'm pushing that bottom leg down. My hips are staying still. My rib cage is staying still. And 3, this should be work. And 2. And 1, press the arm up, leg slides out. My palm faces that leg. And I bring it to parallel. And I tap down. Up for 2, down for 2. You should feel the glute engaged here. Outer thigh, outer hip, armpit muscle. Core is pulling in to keep you lighter on your ball. The bottom shoulder, squeeze into that armpit. You got it. Look gorgeous. Now hold this one here. And my leg goes forward and flexes. My arm goes back. And I point my toes and I reach forward. I exhale. Nothing else moves. Remember, that ball should move. That means your rib cage is moving. Squeeze into that top armpit. You got it. Forward and back. And forward and back. 1 more. I exhale forward. I inhale back. And then release. Okay, lengthen your top leg. Push off this bottom arm. And lift up, grab onto your ball. Good. So I'm either going to slide that leg or I'm going to hold this here. So I can slide it, put the knee back down, thread the needle, and bring it up. Take it out, put the knee back down. When you thread, don't go like this with your whole body, right? It's like I'm twisting, right? And I slide, put it down. I follow it, but not with my hips. So you feel that twist? And that other leg stays straight no matter what. Last one. I hold or slide. Bring the knee back down. Twist. And then lower. How'd that go? Okay. Let's swing our legs around. Yay. And we're going to start with the ball, then we'll add weights. So my legs are 1 fist width apart, my feet are further out, my arms are straight, the heel of my hands are resting on my ball. I'm going to take my chin to my chest, push my belly button back. I'm just going to go halfway down my thigh, maybe not even that far. Lift up and my eyes go forward. When I lower back down, my eyes go to my thighs, to my navel. Then I go up my thighs through the fingertips. I exhale down. I inhale up. See if you can go down all the way. Shh. Draw that chin to your chest, that boulder. We're going to push that boulder up. Inhale. Exhale down. Chin to chest first. Find that lower back. Good. Now, if you're going to go to transition to weights, take the ball between the ankles, grab onto the weights, squeeze the ball as you lower down. Draw the chin to your chest. Squeeze into the ball. Now from here, I'm going to straighten my legs, tap the toes, and then we roll back down. Chin to chest, eyes to belly. You don't have to take the legs out. And you guys can go down before us, because I don't want you to hold your breath, because that's an inhale up. Exhale down. And again, find that lower back. No momentum. Now if you want to do some little extra stuff, right? We can bring the arms up, tap the toes, and bring them back out. And up. Tap the toes. If you want extra credit, keep the legs off the floor, roll down, everybody. Everybody comes back up. Find that lower back, no momentum, reach long. Squeeze into the ball to roll back down. Eyes to belly. Inhale, bring those arms up a little bit. Exhale. And one more. Chin to chest, eyes to belly. Inhale. 2, exhale, and hug it in. Woo! How'd that go? Amazing? Was it amazing? Yes. Amazing. Great. Okay. So take your feet back down. Bring the arms back up over your head. Palms are turned in. And I just want you to do some more tricep work. I want you to bend your elbows. The weights go towards your shoulders and press back up. And I bend and press back up. Bend, press up. Bend and press. The rib cage is heavy. Shoulders are relaxed. There's no pressure on my neck. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 8, 7, 6. Good. 5. Here's 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Weights go to the edge of the mat on both sides. And we're going to rock ourselves up. If you can keep the ball where it is, great. If not, take it out, spin yourself around. We're not doing the hokey pokey. Okay, so I want you to take the ball and put it underneath your right foot. And my foot's flat on top. Like the whole top of my foot's on top of that ball. You are more than welcome to not use the ball and just have 2 feet on the floor. Okay? So I'm going to walk my hands out a little further. And I'm going to lift my knees off my mat. Now all I want you to do is press into the ball and release. Press into the ball and release. Push from the belly. Leg is straight. 3, 2. Now just drive that knee in a little bit and press out. Don't go all the way. You'll lose your ball. Squeeze into those armpits. And if you need to, put the left knee on the floor and continue with the right leg. See, that's a modification. Yeah. 2 more. 1 more. And then lower the ball knee down first, and then the other knee. Now I'll take the ball to the other foot. My foot is flat. I'm going to press back up into my plank. My legs are straight. Squeeze into your armpits, tuck your booty. Now from that straight leg, I'm just going to push into the ball. 1, 2. When I press into that ball, I feel my abdominals contracting. 4, 3, 2, Roll that ball in, out. Now remember, you can drop the left knee and continue rolling. You're still working. Or maybe you hover that knee. Like play with it. Maybe you need to go onto your forearms. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Ball knee goes down first, then the other. Straddle that ball with your feet. Sit back, stretch those wrists out. Ah, yes. Good. Okay, ball goes away. Grab onto your weights and stand up. We're going to do a side stretch standing for our mermaid. All right, so I'm going to take this arm. You're going to mirror me. I'm in my Pilates V. Now this arm should be right against my head. My palm is facing that head. As this arm here slides down, this is going to go over my head. Stay in this side stretch, but pull the belly in deeper as you press that arm out and lift up. Try that again. Over the head, press out, zip it up. Inhale to exhale, switch the arms. Arm right next to your head, slide this one down. This goes over your head. I extend it, then I come up. I inhale over your head, extend that arm out beside you. Now pull up on the exhale. One more. Inhale to exhale. Arms are down. Draw that chin to your chest. Let the weights face you, palms face you. And we'll do our roll down. The arms are right underneath the shoulders. Then from your core, pull yourself up slowly. And as I'm coming up, my tail is pressing down towards my heels. And you have made it. How'd we do? Okay.
Thank you very much, Judy. That was great.